Another organizational feature that Google has is labels. Labels are over here on the side and are similar to folders in some ways, but in some ways very different, and I would argue better. In order to create one, just click on Create New Label, and then enter a label. Click Create, and there it shows up on the side. I can now apply this label to the email in my inbox by simply dragging and dropping the label onto the email. And you'll see the label applies to that email. So you can just drag and drop like this. Labels tend to be good for organizing things that are difficult to capture with a search string, because you can't just put fundraiser event in the search box and expect to get everything that applies to the fundraiser event, because people word things differently and things like that. So labels are useful for things that are difficult to search for. It's really easy to just use the search box if you're looking for a certain person or a certain keyword, but it's these more complex categories for which labels are really useful. I've got another label here called Receipts. I can go ahead and drag that onto some of these emails to categorize those as receipts. One cool thing about labels is that you can apply multiple labels to the same email. So I can drop that tag on this email, and now this email has two different labels on it. So there's no problem with double categorizing emails in Google Mail. And if you want to give your labels just a little bit of visual pop, you can click on this little arrow that shows up next to them when you highlight over them, go to Label Color, and choose Color. And then that color will apply to those labels. And then you can do the same thing with your other labels. Give them a different color, and that'll help to give some sort of visual categorization to your emails in addition to the text of the label itself.